She has arrived.
What's up, guys? So if you saw the package I just pulled off my front porch, that is very autumn. It's so close, guys. If you're in the South, we've almost made it, guys. So I'm not affiliated with North Star. I'm not affiliated or sponsored by them or anything like that. I'm just a fan. I'm a girly who's going through the journey of gut health, histamine stuff, salicylate stuff. If you don't know what either of those are, then I'll talk about it in a different video. But for me, as I've been going through this journey, one of the things that's super important for me to find is I have to find low histamine meat. What that means is meat that is not preserved or it hasn't been exposed to air in order to grow bacteria, histamine, and things like that. Because for me, it affects me. For instance, if I have had ground meat, even if it's frozen, I have a reaction to it. For me, I have to prioritize like flash frozen meat that ships direct. So North Star has been my go-to, and prioritizing things that are regeneratively farmed. Now, that's going to be different than like organically farmed. Organic is totally different than regenerative. Now, you will have regenerative farms that are also certified organic, but they're two different certifications, which I can talk about in a later video. If you want to look into North Star, definitely go to it. There's also a website called Cell 360 that has a ton of resources and different companies that you can get meat from. I typically go for the bison and the turkey. Right now, those are the meats that I tolerate. Histamine stuff is such a spectrum, and so is Cell, where some people can't tolerate meat at all. And then there's some people that can just buy their meat from the grocery store and they're not really bothered by it. I'm like somewhere in the middle. So for me, I order my cuts and stuff from North Star and have it direct shipped. And so I was just going to show you guys some of the goodies I got. So I love that they give you little recipes. How cute is that? So like you get a different recipe, usually like every month or like once a quarter or something like this. This is Old World cabbage rolls. We've gotten some really cool like cowboy chili and stuff like that. Very cool. Usually can't tolerate a lot of the stuff in there yet, but we're gonna get there. So comes all frozen, and let me grab my oven mitts because there's a block of dry ice in here and it has a big old caution on it. We don't want to touch that and get burned. Mittens! Okay. So I like that they ship it with a block of dry ice, sometimes two, depending on what you get. And the best part is they have like an awesome guarantee. So if something thaws on the way, they totally understand and will absolutely replace your product, which is the coolest thing ever. So North Star, I love you. Can you tell? Okay. So everything is individually packaged, and it also comes, I pay the $10 extra for, it's called a nature cooler, which is a very cool, like compostable cooler situation, which is awesome. So everything comes wrapped in. So I get the bison stew meat. It's like my go-to because it's really quick. My histamine people, you understand, you ain't frying a whole lot of stuff. So usually I'm boiling it or cooking it down like with other stuff to make some kind of soup. And I think this order, I did several of them. I think I did like 4. And then one of my favorite things about them is that they have everything flash frozen within 90 minutes of what they call cracking the carcass. So as soon as they start the process, your meat is frozen within 90 minutes. I also love the boneless, skinless turkey breast. Right now, chicken has not been reintroduced yet, so finding a low histamine pasture-raised turkey is very difficult. I've recently found some pasture-raised beef that's within like a 45-minute radius of us, so I got to talk to them about processing time and stuff like that. If you can get it local, especially if you have a relationship with like a local farmer and stuff, do it. Local is better. But these are my go-tos. Was just going to show you. I hope that helps. Hop on their website and check out all the different things they offer. They have pasture-raised bison and things like that are just roaming and living their life, right? Low histamine means that the animal has had a lot less stress in their life as well. So typically a lot of your store-bought meat will have, when they're in those mass houses, will have higher histamine because the animal was stressed more. But when you get an animal that's lived their life either out in pastures or they've lived their life just roaming the land like they're supposed to, And if you haven't looked into regenerative farming, you have a higher nutritional value that comes with those meats. Definitely check it out. I'll show you guys some more stuff that I do, some go-tos for me for low histamine and right now low salicylate as I transition. And you guys can come with me on the journey as I restore my gut health and reintroduce foods because, dear goodness in heaven, I just want to eat a cookie.